So we're back here at Zora's River. Hopefully I can get some arrows from here. Okay. Yeah, like I need enough bombs. That tree's also gone. This circle of stones, we saw this before, didn't we? Well, the Stone of Agony rumbles here, so play the Song of Storms in the middle. And something's about to happen. Whee! Another secret grotto with some business scrubs. They'll sell you potions, if I remember correctly. And of course now, the Octoroks are still here. And here we go. A nice little bean lift thingy. Okay. A gold sculpture appears here. There's two we can get on the way up to Zora's domain and another one inside Zora's domain. So we'll get those as well. Oh. For a minute I thought I was in the wrong place. Come on, game. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna carry on. Okay, there's a go. Oh, it's snowing! Is it winter in Zora's domain or something? Is this the Arctic wind? Okay, this is tricky. Stand on it, but be careful because you can fall. Okay, look up. There's a gold sculpture. It looks out of reach, but believe me, you can just reach that. That brings us up to 64. Yep. Great. Okay, so make sure it's still night time. It's gotta stay night time as we repeat events from 7 years ago by playing Zelda's Lullaby in front of the waterfall, and we can see what's happened at Zora's domain, like what's causing all this snow to fall. Okay, it's still night time, good. Now let's hurry up and get inside. And if we check it out, Zora's domain has totally been frozen over. Oh, and the Stone of Agony respawns in this area. So play the Song of Storms. Maybe the rain will make the ice melt. As a matter of fact, the ice in Zora's domain here does not melt, ever. There has been speculation that by doing some really ridiculous stuff you can make it unfreeze, but you can't. There is also a secret so-called dungeon under the ice that you can get via a glitch from by going through the Lake Hylia warp. But I'm not going to show that. There's not many Zoras here. Even the shop is inaccessible. There's this weird red stuff covering it. How's about we check out King Zora? Surely he's alright. He is of royalty after all, it's not like he's killed. Well, he's not. He's just encased in ice. He's practically unresponsive, like a Vista. You know, whatever. Yeah, even after 7 years they still have that silly diving game. Okay, careful, 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 because you will skid. There's the goat sculpture. Only appears at night time despite the fact you're indoors. So remember that. Well, thankfully King Zora yeah, thankfully King Zora is still moved out the way to Zora's fountain. We might learn something if we go there. Of course, we all know what's at Zora's fountain, don't we? Well, let's see. So back in Zora's fountain, the first thing you will notice is there's no more Lord Jabu Jabu, which is kind of good. Instead, there's just a bunch of ice flows here. Some are rotating, some are not. Basically act as platforms. Okay, be careful here because the camera is not exactly very helpful. Okay, so here's a piece of heart. First piece of heart in quite a while actually. Okay, with these ice flows here, we can actually access a previously inaccessible area. There's a big cave over here. But let's be careful. Now, through here... Ah, damn it. Through here is the first mini dungeon, the Ice Cavern. The Ice Cavern is the first mini dungeon in the game. Despite the fact that it is a mini dungeon, it is actually required that you visit here, because you need the treasure of this dungeon. This place has just one floor and 3 gold sculptures. It's also the first and only dungeon of the game to feature a piece of heart inside. So, starting the Ice Cavern. The first mini dungeon. How many more times am I going to say that? Icicles are going to drop down here. Okay, so coming in here, there's a new enemy in here. This enemy is a freezer. Watch for its freezing breath. It takes 3 ow. And there's also traps. It takes 3 regular hits to destroy them. There's also one that's somewhat semi-transparent. So when you get frozen, you have to mash the buttons to break free. As it gradually drains your health until you break free automatically. So destroying all of those. Oh, okay, okay. Navi is turning green in the center of the room, so there's something here. Yeah, that makes a big fairy appear. To restore 3/4 of 1 heart. Okay, carrying on. Okay, this is an introduction to a new mechanic that we'll see a few times from now on. You see these silver rupees? They're actually the same as blue rupees, but you need to collect them all. As you can see, a sound effect plays when you collect one. And watch out for the blade trap. You can avoid it by using the R button to crouch. Here's a gold sculpture. And as you can hear, the sound that plays from these silver rupees, the pitch goes higher with each one you collect. So collect them all and you'll solve the puzzle. In this case it's to make these bars disappear so we can continue. So that's all of them. Duck! Ugh. You can even target that thing, but what's the point? Okay, so going further. Good. Whoa! I went through the trap! Okay, so now we're in a room here. We're gonna be introduced to the main mechanic of this dungeon. Oh! And there are also ice keys here. And it should also be noted that freezers are invulnerable to the bow. So don't try that. Where's that ice keys? Okay, so there's a bunch of hearts here. And unlike fire keys, ice keys don't lose their powers when they hit you. Okay, so here's a blue fire.
This blue fire. It doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something?
Indeed you can. You want to get out your empty bottles and you want to actually catch this stuff in a bottle. You want to take as many of these as possible with you right now. This is used to melt the red ice that you've seen. Okay, so that's 3 of them. That'll do for now. You can notice there's a pot in red ice here. So we melt that. Just empty it out of the bottle. And it melts the ice. And inside this jar is a purple rupee. Of course that's pointless, like every other thing. Uh-oh. Now there's a big treasure chest. This is going to give us the dungeon map. OMG spoilers. Okay, he's defeated. So let's just take the dungeon map. And just looking at it, it's very, very simple. There's like not much to it. But it's still necessary to come here because there is a treasure in this dungeon. And you will want to pick up that treasure if you want to get to the next main temple. The other mini dungeon is also necessary. One kind of. I'll detail that later. Okay, so now we've got more blue fire. We can now access new areas of the Ice Cavern. Oh. So now we have to return to the center room. Of course, every enemy respawns, including the icicles. Okay, first off, we want to go to the right side, the right hand side, this way. So let's just melt the ice. Is it ice? It's just, I remember owning a strategy guide for this game, and it called it red ice. Don't really know if it's officially confirmed to be ice or just some barrier stuff. Okay, so here's one optional room with a few goodies in it, and of course danger. Like there's some keys. There's another blue fire restore here. Now to the right here, you can see another treasure chest. So just melt the ice. Experience a bit of slowdown. Inside the treasure chest we are going to get the compass. So looking very quickly at the compass, there's just one room that has a treasure chest in it now. It's like wet jabber jabber again. Okay, there's some more ice here and you can see there is a piece of heart inside, so let's pick that up. Brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna take more blue fire. There's also ghost culture in here, remind me to pick that up. But why would you want to remind me? I already know to pick it up. I just need to equip the appropriate items. Well, item more like. A hookshot is all we need for this. So now return to the main room, and this time we're going to go to the left side of the cavern. Once again, we're going to need that fire. Oh dear. Whoa, it cut at me when I was in the air. Ow. Wow, that was pretty sweet, Link. What you did just there. Melt the ice. And continue forward through another corridor. Just cut down the icicles. Okay, we got a bit of a lengthy room here. We will want to take care of the ice keys first because they can be a problem. And of course you can see more silver rupees. We will want to collect those. Oh, and don't fall because you will actually respawn at the beginning of the dungeon, not at the beginning of this room, since you didn't go through a door. Okay, so we need to collect the ice, the white rupees, silver rupees. But oh my! We collect the last gold sculpture here. Great. Once again, there is the gold sculpture mark. Okay, let me just see. Oh yeah, you can see more blue fire up there. We need to push this block here. No, it's not like the traditional blocks we've seen so far. They will keep on sliding until they either hit something or fall into a pit, at which point they will respawn. It will respawn where it started. Okay, there is one silver rupee encased in red ice, so let's just get another fire and we'll take care of that. Of course now the block is trapped and I'll have no choice but to push it into a pit. So off with the top and onto the flame. Onto the flame. There we go. Okay, so just push it. So now it will respawn here. Climb up, grab this. Don't fall, don't fall. Because if I remember correctly, the rupees will also respawn. You can also see some red rupees up there. We can get to those by playing the Song of Time. So let's just stand up here. We also made the path forward open. And I'm also going to get some more blue fire before I carry on. Huh, they're in the way of the shot. Okay, so there we go. So let's just restock on red ice. Red ice, blue fire. I'm confused today. I am causing confusion and delay. Lovely, we got some more red blue fire. So now let's move forward. Push the block. I don't know if it's no, it's gonna go down the pit, but that's okay. Yeah, that's just fine. I'm fine with it. Okay, so push it here. No, don't climb on it, Link. And yes, you cannot pull on it. Since it slides, that would make sense, I guess. Okay, so now just push this over there and we can, it might not look it, but we can reach that. See, we can reach that. Okay, we got some freeze, we got a freezer. I want to break free. There's another. And of course we got some red ice. Take care of that. Pop off the lid. Pop off the top. Melt the ice. Trying to. Okay, inside we got somewhat of a new enemy. We're going to fight some. We're going to fight a white Wolvos. These fight exactly the same as the regular ones, but they're a little tougher to beat. Once again, the tail is the weak point. If you can hit that, you kill it instantly. Come on. Okay, easy. Ow! And now we can finally get the treasure of this place, and then we can actually leave. But not before, spoilers, a cutscene. Right after this. Okay, so let's see. Inside, we're going to get the iron boots. So heavy, you can't run. So heavy, you can't float. And that's the key here. Can't float. Lets us go underwater. and Sheik appears out of nowhere. We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. It never melts anyway. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes, people move, like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. So this warp song is only 5 notes long, very simple to memorize. It leads to Lake Hylia, which if you remember is where the water temple is. So A, down, right, right, left. Very simple stuff. Of course that means the notorious water temple is next up now. And I love all the camera angles and camera work in this scene. It's quite nice. You have learned the Serenade of Water. Link, I'll see you again. Again. So, once again, go Dekuna, and this time Link tries to stop him, but no good. Okay, so you can go out the way you came in, or you can go into the water pit down here. And now, equip the iron boots on your equipment subscreen. And like the description said, you can't float, so you sink like a stone. But of course you do. If you're underwater, you have a time limit. You can't breathe underwater. If you start choking, take off those boots. So yeah, you get a time limit until you reach the surface. If that timer runs out, well, you can already guess what happens. Yep, insta-death. But since the water temple is submerged, we need to find a way around not drowning. And why do they have to put red ice here? It blocks nothing off. It is so random. But either way, upon exiting the place, the Ice Cavern, you will want at least 2 blue fires. One for the Zora King and one for the shop. One of these is necessary, but if you want life to be easier, then unfreeze the Zora King. I'm coming up to 46.5 minutes. I will have to do a lot of cutting, I hope. Okay, so just stand next to the Zora King and unfreeze. So now we can talk to him. We got a chime, we did something good. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. And for our reward we get a Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it and you won't drown underwater. Ah, I see. Princess Ruta went to the water temple. Now, however, I know I can give him the prescription now, but not now. I'm actually gonna end the video here as soon as I unfreeze the way to the shop. You can buy a Zora tunic there, but it's 300 rupees. Very expensive. But we just got one for free. Okay, so next time on Ocarina of Time, I'm going to do a few more things. In fact, hopefully I'm going to finish off the side quest involving the prescription, because it's pretty much nearly over now. So until next time, see you later.